I was the oiliest of the oiliest. Things took a turn. Hey, let me tell you mine. What I hate how I'm looking at this point. I hate my overall body appearance. When I was applying that ointment on my skin, when I was applying that tretinoin on my skin, I shed tears. Hi, what's happening, friends and family of the internet? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for coming back. Thank you if you're subscribed. If you're not subscribed, do the necessary. Hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and like and share. So today I'm going to be sharing with you my 2 weeks tretinoin journey. It's a retinoid. That means it's a synthetic form of vitamin A. It increases the cell turnover. Like what that means is, I have my little notes here. I'm not a dermatologist. Please, before using it, make sure that you consult with a professional dermatology or your doctor. What it does, it increases the cells turnover. That means that it increases the rate at which your body produces new skin cells. It speeds up the process of your skin producing new skin cells. The skin does that gradually, but now the tretinoin is like a catalyst. The results of increased cell turnover is it thickens collagen, it reduces wrinkles, reduces skin discoloration, reduces pores on the skin. It helps in anti-aging, hyperpigmentation, and a lot of good stuff. So before we go to my tretinoin journey, let me give you a backstory of my skin. So growing up, since my childhood up to like recently, like a year ago, I've had a fairly good skin. I've never had any problems with pimples, you guys. I have never. But I had quite an oily skin. Back then, that was my biggest insecurity with my skin. I had like a very, very oily skin. I was the oiliest of the oiliest. The thing is, if I stayed for a long period of time without, scrubbing or, using an exfoliate, my skin will break out. But still a breakout, yeah, less serious, like 1-2 pimples, and then just scrub or do something like follow a routine for like a week, and then my skin is back to normal. Like me, these things of serums or whatever, I never used to do that because I didn't see the need of that. My skin was okay. My skin was soft. I didn't have any breakouts. I was so oily. So I didn't see any need of that. Around 2021 is when I first purchased my first skincare products. So I purchased a moisturizer, a cleanser which was a 2-in-1. It was a Nivea cleanser which had a cleanser and a toner. I bought a face serum, sunblock. So I bought the basics. The only thing that I didn't purchase were the eye creams. But I didn't see any need of that because I don't have any problem with black circles, or I still don't have that. I started using that. When I was buying those products, I told that person I need the products that work for an oily person. I don't know whether I bought the right products. I'm going to link them here. I'm going to show a video somewhere here. I don't know whether she gave me the right product. And by that time that I'm buying the product, it's because I was pregnant, and I was afraid that I might get the skin conditions that people are saying online, the pregnancy that comes with pregnancy, like this hyperpigmentation. Yeah, I was trying to have a routine so that with the hormones and everything changing in my body, I wouldn't, my skin wouldn't be affected that much. But it was not working for me, and I think it made my oily situation worse. And anything that, like increase the oil or, not control. Like, I'm telling you, in my whole life, I have never had a product that manages my oily situation, my oily skin. So eventually I gave up because I didn't see the need of just using them, because my skin was the same. I told her I'd need, plus I didn't have any conditions, so there was no like big impact, and it's a lot of work, and I don't like a lot of work. That is why I don't put on makeup. So eventually I got tired and I got lazy, and I did not. So my skin was okay. Throughout the pregnancy, I didn't have any issues until now after I gave birth. And before also I gave birth, I was also very active and I was very fit. My weight was healthy. In any case, I think I was underweight. No, I was okay. Like, I was within my range, the BMI and everything. So after now giving birth to my baby, that is when things took a turn. Hey, let me tell you mine. What at first it started with some small breakouts. I was confident because I knew that my skin is I believed that my skin was not prone to getting acne. Like, I was the last person I thought I would get acne. Like, I I believed in my skin, let's just say that. So now, after giving birth, I'm not as active as I used to be. I am not taking care of my skin because, taking care of a newborn. wait. I've added a lot of weight, like double my initial weight. So I don't really know what situation accelerated my acne, but it was really bad. It was really bad. I've never experienced that in my life, and I'm experiencing that as I'm grown up. I tried, I struggled with it. I tried doing the things that I was doing. It was not working. Nothing was working. Like, every day I would wake up to a lot of acne, a lot of whiteheads, and it was a very uncomfortable situation. Kidogo my pores started showing. Kidogo I had hyperpigmentation on my neck because of, I don't know, the effects of having a baby. At this point, this is like around 2022. At this point, yeah, like at 2022 ikisha, I'm desperate. The acne, the situation with my skin is tampering with my self-esteem. I always had people saying, oh, acne tampers with your self-esteem, but I did not know that until I got to experience that. Like, it was disturbing me. And the thing with me, what was disturbing more were the pimples that had, like, the whiteheads. Yeah, the whiteheads were really, really messing up with my mind. I'd rather walk around with a scar than a whitehead. So I would pop them. I was popping everything. I never wanted to see them. By 2022, I had my baby around March. Towards the end is when the skin, the skin is getting bad. I even stopped taking pictures. On top of that, I have issues with my weight. So I hate how I'm looking at this point. I hate my overall body appearance. So I'm not even taking pictures. And if I do take pictures or videos, I'm going to use filters. But filters will not even cover like what was happening. They were doing something so small. At this point, I'm like, my self-esteem is totally on the edge. It's against the wall. It's imesema bye, imefunga umeenda, imefunga mlango, and that's it. Now, towards the end, I started becoming more active and more intentional on my skin. So what I used to do is I I developed a regular skin routine, and I stick to it because it's hard. Let me tell you, that routine is hard. It's really, really hard, but I had to choose a hard. It's either the hard of having to deal with pimples and blackheads and acne and, you know, scars and everything that comes, you know, with not taking care with your skin, the negative, that was hard, or the hard of maintaining your skin. So I started trying to, you know, use everything that I could, anything that would work on my skin. I would scrub every day. I would follow my skin routine. And then I started become active, not so active, but I was actively taking care of my skin. Now this year, around this year, I was still taking care of my skin, and then I started becoming active. And the activity was me going back to the gym. I was hoping that when I go back to the gym, it's going to take care of my weight situation, which, you know, will maybe take care of the acne situation, because I know that when you're over, you're prone to getting acne. You know, I was just, you know, I had a routine. I was being active. I was taking care of my skin, you know, having a skin routine, but bad. Nothing was working. Let me tell you, everything I was doing, it would come back. Today, the skin is nice. Tomorrow morning, it's bad. Like, nothing was working. I tried everything. At this point, I'm giving up. You know, I could go see an esthetician, but, you know, seeing a 500,000, I don't have a 500,000. Okay, I'm just exaggerating. I don't have that much money to go see those aesthetics I see on Instagram. I was looking for something that would cater for my pocket and also, you know, be effective. The other option I had was to go see a dermatologist, but I didn't need a dermatologist because I knew what the problem was. But, you know, I think my medical insurance would cover that. So is seeing one, is, you know, finding one. I eventually found one, and for you to see him, you have to wait for 2 weeks. I waited for 2 weeks, and something came up, and I could not see him. And, you know, I got discouraged. At this point, now this is this year, early this year, 2023. At this point, I am desperate. I'm like desperate. They are getting worse. I'm giving up. I'm not even taking care of my skin anymore because what is the need? It's not working. I'm also using benzoyl peroxide. It was not working. You know, I hear people saying that, oh, when you apply benzoyl peroxide, you wake up the next day with a clear skin. I was sleeping with it. The next morning, I was waking up, you know, doing my routine, and nothing was going on. Like, nothing was happening. I'm giving up, you know, I'm desperate. I'm such in a bad state. I'm in such a bad state. Before I went to see a dermatologist, I came across a video on TikTok. That lady was saying how, you know, Tretinoin changed her life. And I was like, okay, let me give it a try. Ila like, oh, sawa, I'm going to try this last one thing before I find something else. So I went and bought it. I was not sure that I was going to work for me. I was not really sure. I just went just for the sake, you know, just trying. I went to the internet, did a little bit of research. I didn't do a lot because, you know, sometimes they tend to exaggerate. And also I had trust issues because it's the same thing that they had said about benzoyl peroxide. So I went and bought it. Bought it in the evening. The first night, mimi nilipaka tu venye nimezoea. I just take an amount, I just smear it on my face, and then I'm going to bed. The next morning, I actually, you know, applied it after shower immediately. The next morning, I'm waking up with flaky skin, and I'm wondering what's happening. My skin was so dry. It was a good thing. I was like, finally, there's something that works for me. Because I'm telling you, there was not a single hint of oil in my skin. I was like, wow. Yeah, this is very good. This is really good. Journey Lil Paka. I woke up in the morning, washed my face. The same amount I applied last night, I applied during the morning. Hey, my skin was burning. My skin turned red immediately. My skin was stinging, and I was really happy because it meant it was working. So I went on, and at this point I'm determined to do anything. It's either, remember, it's the other hand or this hand. So which one do you choose? So by the time I was waking up in day 2, also kwa skincare routine yangu, I told you that I was scrubbing. First of all, I was using the scrub gloves. Now that is before. I was scrubbing my face using the gloves, and then I was scrubbing myself using the honey coffee scrub. I would scrub a little, let it rest, and then I would wash off. Then I would, go about my skincare routine. This day I did not use the honey and the coffee scrub because it's an exfoliant. So what I used the exfoliating gloves because that is what I normally shower with. So I'm just bathing because I had read that it removes, dead skin. I was like, okay, dead skin's imetoka, I'm just scrubbing. Where me, I've never felt that pain. But remember, I'm so determined, I'm so desperate, I'm like almost giving up. And here's a thing that, has a hint of working, has a hint of hope. It's giving me a bit of hope. I did scrub the second day and I applied, but the pain that I felt, there were like, my skin was feeling, I had open wounds. Like, I was really determined because I still went over those bumps. I was like, okay, it's gonna heal. When I was applying that ointment on my skin, when I was applying that tretinoin on my skin, I shed tears. It was so painful. It was the most painful thing I have experienced in a while. And I thought, something is not okay, something is wrong here. So, I did a bit of researching because I had done scanty researching. I knew that it increases the cell turnover, but I was not sure that its strength was that much. Remember, they had said the same about the benzoyl peroxide, which was not even active on my face. So I was like, okay, isn't stories a jabba? Me, my skin doesn't react, and I was so used to products not reacting on my skin. I had to step back a bit. No, I still applied that same day, but I was like, I have to find out what is going on because the wounds were so painful. How about where the wounds were, where I had pimples, I just scrubbed. The wounds were so painful. Plus the rest of the skin, it was just stinging. It was irritating. My skin was burning. Like, on top of that, my skin was flaking. It was just flaking. I had, to step back and do a bit of research. And I saw that it is very strong, and you have to start slowly and build up your skin tolerance. It's a very, very, very active substance on your skin. I had read that, but I ignored because things don't really react badly on my skin. I've never had something react badly. At a side effects, me, I barely see the side effects of stuff. Day 3, I had, to just step back. Day 3, I just used my moisturizer. But I generally moisturize my skin, and I just did not use the tretinoin on my face. Day 3, and my skin healed, and I'm going to attach all the pictures, the things that I'm saying. So my skin healed, and so day 4 when I applied, so day 3 is japaka. Day 4 I applied, and those scars fell off. Yeah. So far, this is how my skin looks 2 weeks down the line, but so far so good. I'm so happy with the results. Yeah, I'm hoping that you learned something. I'm also going to do another video explaining to you. I'll do an update video, and I'll also list down the things that the guidelines that you're supposed to do to prevent the retinoid ugliness. This video was just sharing the update and my experience and my skin journey. And if you have the same issue as me, you can try it. And please note that if you have any skin conditions, if you have eczema, if you have any skin condition, make sure that you consult with your doctor. Yes. Also, it's not supposed to be used by breastfeeding or pregnant women. Yeah. Ngoje. So yeah, thank you for watching this far. Make sure that you subscribe. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button, because I'll be back with some good stuff. Okay, you're going to be seeing my face for a while. Thank you for watching. See you on the next one. Bye.